Welcome to the Everyday Guy podcast. I am your host, Rudy Marquez. On today's episode, we explore Rudy, the Loner Stoner. Hope y'all enjoy. I am back. Episode 32. I'm dead sober, you see? That's from Steve-O. Steve-O from Jackass, man. When he got sober, he made a video, man. He was on all kinds of stuff. Whippets and shit. I don't even know what whippets are. No opioids. No alcohol over here. No weed. No tobacco. Just me. I am still the same old dude that loves anything on two wheels with a motor. I still listen to rap like I'm a 14-year-old. I still enjoy an intellectual argument between two center-minded people. I'm still me. Just clean, focused. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I want it all. Everything this podcast world has to offer, I'm taking it all. All of it. I'm coming after everyone. I want the best guests. I want the best content. I want it all. I'm hungry. I'm sober. My head's clear. No substances for the first time in like 16 years. You know, I'm 32 now, so I'll let you do the math, man. I was 16 when I picked up my first bottle of booze, and I went from there. And people that decide to get sober, they often revert to the life before all the substances. And so my therapist kind of put it in perspective. Like, we're looking at 16-year-old Rudy right now. And it's nerve-wracking, because when I was 16, I remember being so angry and so just wrapped up in my own self-hatred, my own I hated my brother. I hated my family. I hated that I was Mexican. I hated everything. I hated myself. And I hated my brother because, my brother had a tough life. In and out of prison. Addiction. Just run-ins with the law. Gangbanging. All that. My brother was doing it all. And I saw the aftermath and the effect it took on my parents. And that's where my anger started stemming from toward my brother, was because of what he did to my parents. And as a kid, I always thought that, I want to not add any stress to my parents' life at all. And when I did, and when I messed up or I made a mistake, I took all their pain. And so even if they were mad at my brother at the time and I did something to upset them, now I take everything. I'm the reason they don't have any happiness in their life or what have you. And I used to take that all the time. Like, that's what I used to run with. And up until 16, then I started realizing, oh man, alcohol can take this pain away? What? I love it. And I'm having fun. And it doesn't make me awkward. It makes me wild. It makes me want to do things that I probably wouldn't do if I was sober. So half of my life, dude, I've had substances. I want to go 16 years now with no substances. So I went 16 years from 0 to 16, right? And then from 17 to 32 substances. Opioids for a good few years. Alcohol through the whole time. Weed towards the tail end. I was smoking weed for the last 3 years now. 3 freaking years. So from 17 to 32 I was on substances, and then Now I just want to go from 32 to wherever, 48. Doesn't matter. I want to keep going. I feel like my potential is endless now that I have a clear mind, and it's very nice. I went cold turkey on everything too. Tobacco and weed, cold turkey. Alcohol, cold turkey. Opioids, cold turkey. Opioids was probably the hardest because that's where I felt like an actual detox. I got like sick, like physically sick, when I stopped taking Norcos and Tramadols. And like I obviously had an addiction there, but I never saw it as an addiction. I was just like, oh, I need this to get by. I mean, that's essentially what addiction is, but for the last 16 years, I've always needed something to get me by. Whether it was women, lots of women, drugs, drinking, fighting, rebelling. I rebelled against everything: religion, politics, my family, myself, my friends. I thought that's who I had to be. All my, the last 16 years, I've just been thinking who I have to be. I never took into account who I want to be, who I think I can be. Nah. Instead, I just accepted that whatever I was, if I was drunk, I'm a drunk. If I'm high, I'm a stoner. If I'm on opioids, I'm a junkie. If I have no money, I'm homeless. And I'm finally clear. Last 16 years, I've never been this clear. It's the honest truth. And I'm not saying like addiction is super easy and anybody could do it and it, go cold turkey and you're going to be fine just like me. It's not like that for everyone. Everybody has their own like addiction levels. And some people get addicted extremely fast and for extremely long periods of time. Other people, can kick an addiction. They have, I guess, the inner strength or the mind allows them to access a part that maybe somebody does not have in the world. And I know I don't have all the strength in the world. There's a lot of people that are stronger than me. Emotionally, I'm extremely sensitive. Very, very sensitive. And for the last 16 years, I tried to deny it. Try to be tough, hard, untouchable. It was all a facade. Cloaked in substance. That's all it was. So if you're looking to quit, smoking stoves or smoking weed or drinking or taking antidepressants, I wouldn't suggest leaving antidepressants cold turkey. Definitely don't do that. I've done that before. You're gonna mess yourself up very bad. And I'm on antidepressants now, and I can't even imagine trying to just stop right now. I'd probably die. I've missed like a day of my antidepressants, and I have felt like I have the flu. Like I'm just sicker than a dog, dude. And that's just one day. I can't imagine just going cold turkey and feeling like that for a week or so. So, and then there are things that you can go cold turkey on, like tobacco, dude. It takes a real inner strength, but it's possible. They also have patches out there. Patches for tobacco, dude. A couple times I tried to do the nicotine patches, but I didn't smoke enough, dude. That's the kind of BS that I kind of saw when trying to quit that shit, and it never really stopped. So the fact that you cannot use something to help you quit because you're not addicted enough, purely ridiculous, dude. Purely ridiculous. I mean, I understand that maybe the nicotine in those patches is at a certain level of, maybe a pack a day or something like that. And if you're not smoking a pack, they're not going to help you quit. But there's got to be better options out there. Maybe I didn't look. I didn't really spend a lot of time. I went to Kaiser and they gave me free patches. So I was like, dude, I'll take them. But for me, dude, I started smoking Stogies. When my best friend, Joshua Gutierrez, was killed in a car accident, dude. He'd always clown my ass for smoking cig like a girl. Those were his words. He'd say, I didn't inhale. Or, I really didn't. I just wanted to be cool in front of him, dude. He was like the coolest guy I ever met. So I just wanted to be cool in front of him. And I'd smoke Stogies or try to smoke Stogies in front of him and just cough and look like an idiot, want to throw up. And when he passed, I made that terrible determination to smoke cigs properly. You know what I'm saying? Trying to inhale and smoke like a Frenchman or something like that, man. And I was smoking maybe like 5 to 7 Stogies a day, but I definitely picked up to like half a pack a day the last year. And that might not sound like a lot to you. Maybe you're smoking a pack, 2 packs a day, and I know there's people that chain smoke, but I really only chain smoked when I was drinking. And sometimes when my stress levels were extremely high, I would smoke back to back on like 2, maybe 3 Stogies, but I couldn't just sit there and just chain it, dude. I couldn't. Just kill my lungs. But smoking, even as much as I did, freaking killed my lungs too, and that wasn't good, dude. But even when the stress was like overwhelming, I ran to the Stogies. I ran to the weed. It's a trip, man. You just continue to run, and then you see, like for me, I saw the handoff of substance from alcohol. Alcohol was always like a consistent one, but from alcohol it went, at 16 I started drinking alcohol, then kept drinking. I went to opioids back in like 2013. I had my bike accident. 2014, one of those years. I had my bike. 2013. I had my bike accident, and then I got prescribed Norcos and Vicodin. No, just Norcos. They gave me like a big bottle of 120 Norcos when I left Kaiser, and boy, did I run through those. Once I took one, and I felt that sense of euphoria. So when it, stops the serotonin levels in the back of your head, and you get that real sense of euphoria. I mean, that's essentially what Narco will do, is it stops the pain levels, so the receptors from your body to your brain. You get used to that feeling, and it feels amazing. I am not lying. Like, that's why drugs are so dang huge in this world, is because they make you feel amazing. If they didn't, they wouldn't be drugs, man. Or alcohol, or all these little things, they make you feel amazing. And it doesn't have to be like a narcotic or an alcohol like that. It could just be anything. It could be coffee, it could be energy drinks. And people are addicted to all kinds of things, man. Video games, I see a lot of people addicted to video games. That's people's vices. It helps people get through their life, I guess. They got it. But I don't want to, dude. I don't want to live like that. I've been relying on substances to tell me who I was without ever trying to find out who I was. I'm 32 and I'm a late freaking bloomer, dude. Some people never bloom. So I'm grateful. I'm blessed to be able to finally see that the way I've been living is wrong. The way I've been coping is wrong. Um, just like the river, I've been running ever since. I love that song. Change is gonna come. I was born by the river. I can't sing for shit. But I was born by the river. And just like the river, I've been running ever since. Who sings that song? I forgot. Back to the weed. Smoking weed for the last 3 years. It's been a week and a half since I've had any weed. And I feel extremely clear. My head's clear. I can remember things. I don't, have to say, what was I saying? What was I thinking? What was I doing? I can focus on things. I'm not all over the place getting sidetracked. And I'm not saying like weed will do that to everyone. Some people function extremely well. Some people function better than they do when they're sober. Some people have that gift. I don't. So that's my decision. My decision to quit is my decision because it only affects me. I'm not going to tell you need to go quit. And if you make it work in your life, then that's how you decide to live your life. For me, I relied on that. I don't want to rely on anything. Nothing. I want to do it my own way. I want to face my problems. Look myself in the mirror. Not with hatred, not with anger, not with disgust. I want to look at the mirror and look at myself in the mirror and be proud of the man I am. I can't say I'm proud of who I am now, but I'm getting there. Kicking all these substances is one of the biggest steps in the right direction. And for me, like, the weed got so bad, it's a tolerance drug. So the more you smoke, the more it doesn't work. And, up until last week, man, I was smoking about 6 to 8 king-size joints every single day. Every day for about a year. But I was smoking weed for about 3 years total. But when I first started smoking weed, it was like that childhood smoke, that childhood toke where you're just laughing and giggles and you feel happy to be wherever the hell you are, and then that fades away. And then you start smoking to make you feel better. Then you start smoking to deal with whatever obstacles you may be facing at the moment. And then you just start smoking because you need it. At least that's what you tell yourself. So I kept smoking and smoking and smoking, telling myself, oh man, it calms me. I have anxiety, so it calms me. Man, I'm trying to figure it out on my own now. I got my therapist, I got my psychiatrist, I got my medication, and I got my support. I got all the options are there. All the opportunities are there. But all of them mean nothing. They mean nothing if I'm not willing to change or wake up or grow up. And that's one big thing I have to come to terms with is I got to grow up. I got to grow up. What am I going to be, a kid? Wearing a 14-year-old shirt? You know what I'm saying? Running around angry. I'm 32 years old. I got 2 kids, I ain't trying to live like that anymore, man. You get tired of being tired. You get tired of running. You start seeing that all these little things that you've been doing cause you to be where you are. Whether you're happy or not, that's who you are. That's where you are. I never understood that. I at least if I did, I never, or if I did, I never gave myself the chance to feel that. All I did was consume myself in the negative. Blame God, blame my friends, blame substances, blame my anxiety, my depression, my bipolar. Blame it all. Blame my parents. Blame my upbringing. Blame my environment. blame, 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 blame. You get tired of that. And then you realize the only consistent thing in all that blaming was me. That was the only consistent thing, was me. And did I ever change it? I appeared to. I just got better at deception and being devious. I got better at like appearing like I'm back on my feet or I'm doing okay. I surround myself with materials to make me appear like I'm doing okay. In actuality, I didn't learn anything. I just kept doing the same thing. Time after time after time after time again. It gets exhausting. But that's my journey. You know, that's my testament. That's who I am. This is who I am. I can be funny like no other without a substance. I always thought I could only be funny if I was drunk or high, or if people around me are drunk or high. It's not true at all. I hated my sober self because I never knew who my sober self was. That's the truth, man. I never knew who my sober self was. I knew like 16 and before, and all my confusion and all my anger towards things that I had no control over. But all that was for what, dude? I wasted 16 years of just being angry. "16 years, dude. It's heartbreaking. 16 years I was drinking the whole freaking time. Opioids came in, tobacco came in, weed, all that good stuff, man. I'm the only reason I never went to harder drugs like cocaine or crack or meth was because I saw my brother do all that. I saw what those big drugs will rip from you. They'll rip your mind. Everything happened for a reason. There's a reason I saw that in my brother and I was not attracted to it. There were a lot of things that my brother did that I was very attracted to. The gang life, being hard, fighting, being rebellious, stealing. Stealing was a big one. I've stolen a lot in my life. And it's done me no good. Don't go down that route. Trust me. It's very sad. It's very lonely. But I was appealed, like the negative things that, or some of the negative things that my brother did really appealed to me. But I never took the hard drugs. I didn't want to. I didn't have the interest. You know, like I said, I saw how it destroyed my brother's mind and destroyed my family. So for me, it was like, I would never be like that. But in the end, I became just that. Not to the extent of my brother and to the extent of the harder drugs that are out there. But I did become an ugly, distorted person. And I don't want to live like that anymore. When you're high all the time, it's easy to just say, yeah, I feel good. You know, the world's okay. Nah, you're just high. You know, I could quit anytime. Then do it. What's the point? Why keep doing it? I'm 32 years old. What am I going to do when my daughter's 14 and she gets a whiff of weed? Thinks, oh, that's what my dad smells like. I'm already starting her off down here. Because of my own personal decisions, I ain't going to do that. No way. 70% of children that are in a household where the mother, either parent, smokes tobacco, 70% of those children will smoke tobacco. Starting my daughters off down here. Not anymore. I'm glad my daughters have never known I've smoked anything. They were there when I kicked alcohol. They know I don't drink anymore. I do like having a non-alcoholic beer though. My sister bought me Milwaukee Best. I don't know, but it's non-alcoholic, dude. It was gnarly, dude. Like a beer to me is just so quenching, in the heat of the day or something like that. Or you're at a barbecue and you're feeling all right. You kind of want that taste. That's where I get it from. Some people are like, nah, I never drink that. I hated beer. Why would I drink that? All right. That's your choice, I don't. Cool. But for me, it's like I enjoy that taste. It brings me that feeling like I am drinking. But it's nice because I'm not, and I don't have to be that asshole jerk that I was when I was drinking. And just disrespectful and not appreciative of anyone or anything. That's how I was when I was drinking. I'm clean now. I haven't drank in a year. Last July, dude. Last July I drank. It's July now, and I'm a year without any alcohol, and it feels great. At my worst, I was drinking every other day. I have my daughters every other weekend and then pretty much every other day during the week. So I'm very involved with my kids, but the days I didn't have them or the weekends I didn't have them, boom, plummeted, dude. I felt like I would almost go and get caught up on all the drinking I missed out on when I had the girls. So I needed to catch up, and I binge drink. And I did that for a long time, dude. I did that for a real long time. And like I said, 16 years, dude. And I'm tired. I'm done. I gave it all up. Another thing I'm trying to do is I'm not trying to cuss as much. It reflects poor vocabulary. And my vocabulary is not very poor. I feel like quite intelligent at times, and I'm not trying to boast or brag, but I have I'd like to say an extensive vocabulary list. But cussing and all that stuff, I'm done with it. Anything that's going to bring some negative to my life, like cussing, drinking, smoking. I used to wear really offensive shirts. I used to wear one of my shirts was said "Don't look back," and it was a guy in the rear view flipping you off, Or another shirt that said "Adios amigos," and it's like a graveyard, and out of the graveyard, it's a dude flipping you off, I had a bunch of shirts with the F word all over them, dude, and I looked in my closet and I'm like, what am I, 14? It's all gone. I took it all to Goodwill, and a few of them were brand new shirts, dude. I had just bought last week. I probably could have returned them, think hindsight, but dang it, I probably should have returned them. Whatever, it's no big deal. Somebody else will wear them and hate them too. But I got rid of all of them. All I have is Lakers shirts, and I'm okay with that. I changed my setting. I'm gonna take off all the negative imagery. I don't want it in my life, dude. I'm done with it. I'm over it. I don't need it. I'm changing everything about me. In that sense. And it might seem like I'm not the same Rudy to some, so be it. If I lose friends because we have nothing in common, because we don't do drugs or, smoke weed together, so be it. Maybe our friendship was just built on substances. Who knows? Time will tell. But I know I'm on a better journey than I was. Things were looking grimacing for me, dude. Things were not going in the direction that I wanted. And I'm grateful that I'm able to see that now. But at times, like, I could not see that shit. I couldn't. Obviously, for the last, 16 years, I couldn't. But once I did, or once I was able to comprehend and actually see that things can be a lot different, I'm running with it now. I'm hungry now. I'm coming. Yup. This isn't just me, man. I got a family. I want to build something. I want money, businesses, real estate. I want it all. I want a legacy. I want something my girls can hold on to and know that their dad went through his shit but persevered. Because if I can't show them perseverance, they might not see it ever. There's a lot of things that I didn't see because I didn't have in my childhood. And that's okay. It happens to everyone. It's probably happening. It's happening now, definitely. There's going to be things that my daughters are going to go to therapy about that I should have been better on. But I can't just give it all up. I've done that. I've sat there and blamed God. Like, dude, how are you going to leave me here? Why didn't you take my life when that dude had the gun to my head? Why didn't you take me when I tried to kill myself? What about all the times that I strangled myself to the point of passing out? Why did you wake me back up? The last 16 years I've been just blaming. Now it's like, maybe there is a purpose for me. There is a purpose for me. I shouldn't say maybe. There is. I'm going to find it. I'm doing what I need to. One of the biggest steps I can take is getting clean. In here. Not running. I might have even said I was clean at one point. But, I just got better at deceiving everyone. And I smile because I'm afraid to cry or show emotion. So I smile when I'm very nervous. And I just want to be better. And that's what I'm doing. Every day I'm trying to take a step forward. Do I get beat down? Heck yeah, man. Do I get spit on? Heck yeah. Pushed around? Yep. Do I not stand up for myself all the time? Yep. Did I make very, very poor financial decisions in the past? Oh yeah. Did I make very poor career decisions in the past? You betcha. I'm not perfect. By any means. But that does not mean I'm nothing. Just an imperfect human being at this moment. And that's okay. I can be better. I can love better. I can live better. And I will. And although I can sit here until I'm blue in the face and tell the world that I'm gonna be a better person and I'm gonna do good things. All I can do is show everyone. And you bet I will. You bet I will. But I really wanted to get this episode in. I'm extremely humble and really blessed to still be here today. Honestly, not many of you know. I'm extremely blessed to be here today. But looking forward to the next one. I had Yasmin Farada. She was a Whittier City Council nominee on my last episode. Amazing woman. Met her husband, super cool dude. We knew a few of the same people. And he rocks Pendletons. He gets respect from me right away. Anybody know actually like the essence of a Pendleton, you know? I got mad respect for you. You know, mad respect for my brother. But if you get a chance, check it out. It was my previous episode 31, I think. Yasmin, she's got a beautiful story. I'm gonna have her on again. I want to pick her brain about like her political campaign and this basic rule that politics brings of pay to play. You know, you gotta have money before you even run. So even if you want to do good in the world or your community, you better come with some money. That's messed up, man. That takes all of what our forefathers had in mind when they built this great country. Took it all away because of some green. So I'm going to have her on again. We're going to record a part 2. She's an extremely busy woman, so hopefully I can fit into her schedule at some time soon. I have a couple other guests that I'll be bringing on. I have a MMA fighter, another friend from that just has an amazing story about his life, dude, and his struggles with his own personal health. Like, although I have anxiety and depression and bipolar, I don't have heart disease or diabetes or asthma or liver, so anything wrong with my major organs. Maybe my lungs are messed up, but now me not smoking, I think they'll be better. I hope. Ooh. But I have a few guests in line right now that are going to be really, really interesting, and like Yasmin, when I approached her, I told her, even if this podcast doesn't work, I want your story on record. I want to record it. We need to, because why not? World people are afraid of what they're gonna say. Put some trust into me. I'd never make anybody look terrible. And if I have somebody in here, I'm going to respect them. And they come to me after we record our session and say, you know what, Rudy, I don't feel comfortable with what I said on X, Y, and Z. Boom, let's sit there. I'll edit that stuff for you. Let's get it out. I'm not a scumbag. There's no agenda here. Just a dude trying to have conversations with people, trying to better myself. That's it. There's no agenda here. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Dem. I'm not pushing any ideologies. Yeah, I have my own beliefs, but that does not mean you have to believe them too. So, tune into the next one, because this podcast is about to get a lot better. Yo!